Oh my goodness. All right, guys. What do you think about my space buns? I love these things. I think they're just makes everything easier when I'm styling my hair and it's not a messy bun. I don't know, I think it's really fun. But today I decided to go a little more crazy with the color. I went blue. I've been told that blue is supposed to work best with brown eyes, but I've got like hazily green eyes. So I was like, I don't have that really warm brown eye. So I would just, and blue always scared me. So I haven't really done it. But I have these beautiful blue shadows in my kit and I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And I got to use Jaclyn Hill's new face palette. I used some NYX lip colors. I used a new foundation from L'Oreal from the True Match foundation line. It's a Lumi, but it's not the Lumi cushion. And I used some new eyelashes today. We just played around, had a good time. You guys get to see all my highlight. Yeah. Anyway. So if you're into this look and you want to learn how to do it, keep watching. Thanks. Alright, now that we're up close and personal, can give you a little more detail on this eye look. So we just did the white. We did our transition color. So we did transition color and then we did our white on top of the lid. So this actually has a really pretty blue in it and I might end up using some of it. It's really similar to my freshwater that I have from MAC, but we'll see. Kind of like the one from MAC a little bit better, we'll see. So this is the styled or style driven. So I'm gonna start with this color all over my lid. Now I think I'm gonna use a flat brush to pack it on because I don't really want this going everywhere. My goal with this blue is to not be in places that I don't actually want it to be in. It's not, like I don't intend to blend this all over everywhere. So, and I want a pretty intense color payoff, otherwise this could just look white. Right now, oh, it's kind of looking a little crazy, but I think art's always going to be a process. Whenever doing your makeup, you have to know kind of how to start and where you want to end up, but well, I guess you don't always need to know where you want to end up. Kind of go with the flow. Now that I've taken that light blue and I've really packed it on the center, now I'm going to start building my blue around the edges because I really want like a smoky, yummy blue. So, okay, I'm going to start with this Dome brush. Now, this is different than the MAC 217 because the 217 is flat. You see the difference there? Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my fresh water. I'm going to get just a little bit, tap it off because I don't want too much. You get too much on there and you're going to start piling in places you don't want it to be. Now this time I'm going to take it and put it right in the corner and I'm going to work it into my creases. Creases, like I plural. I guess I have two. So you can start here and I'm barely touching my eye. Because this is dome shaped, I can barely touch my eye and really get some pretty precise placement with nice blending. And then when I get into the places where I know I don't have a ton of pigment on, and I can start pushing it and blending it. Woo! Starting to feel like Mimi. I just put a little more pigment on my brush and I'm putting a little more in my corner. See how blue this is? Okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay, right now I'm pushing it a little bit more because I want a little bit more of that rounded feature. Now I'm also gonna put a little bit on the inside. I'm barely gonna touch it. And all this is gonna do is help create more in that round shape on your eyeball. I still like a little bit of a cat shape towards the edge, but when you're doing that halo shape, you gotta decide how you want your eye to be shaped. Some people can totally get away with just not giving any cat eye here, and they can have that nice rounded shape. You have to have pretty big eyes, and you have to have a lot of space that's seen pretty much in this area. You have to be able to see a lot of it, and I have a little bit of a double lid going on, so I prefer to get a little more of a cat going. All right, so now I'm going back in with my Avant Pop palette. I'm gonna take this darker brown color, and I wanna start deepening up that blue a little bit, and I haven't even got to the part where I'm gonna clean up yet. So you're gonna take this brown, I almost called it purple. It's actually brown. And I want to deepen up right here. Just going along right where my creases are. So I'm going back in with this blue that I've got. I'm not picking up any extra pigment, but blend like your life depended on it. Now that brown kind of takes away a little bit of the pretty blue sheen that freshwater gives. So we're trying to bring that back a little bit, but still like deepen it up a little. So now that you're officially looking crazy, let's clean things up a little bit. I have this really pretty periwinkle color that I think I'm gonna use. This is by NYX, it's called Pacific. I have been playing with it a little bit, so it's a little dusty around the edges, but it's this really pretty periwinkle color. I think I'm gonna go back in with another packing on brush that I've got. So I'm gonna take this flat brush that I have. Tap, tap, tap. Put it right in the center. Because that first blue that we put on was really pretty, but it was almost too pale. Like it didn't have enough color in it for me. It was too dead looking, I think. So this one's got a little more color and sheen to it. All right, now let's clean up those edges. I'm gonna follow that line just like I would if I was gonna put eyeliner on. So I'm going from the edge of my eye where I want my edge of my brow to be, the end of my brow to be. Okay, ooh, I got more fallout. It's important to clean up all the fallout because with an intense color like blue, it can all go wrong pretty quick. Okay, now with a little dome brush, this little guy, I'm gonna pick up some of this peach shade. I'm gonna start blending out right about where my brow will end up being once I draw it in. Alright, I have to draw these brows on. It just has to happen. Okay, so now that I've got the blue shadow on, I've got my brows done, I think it's time to move on to the rest of the face. And then I always like to do the last of the eye look after I've done the rest of my face. So I'm gonna zoom back out and we'll get right to the rest of the face. Move on to the contour a little bit. I'm not gonna do a lot because I don't want the color to be crazy. I am gonna highlight because I got this beautiful palette. Here we go. This is the Jaclyn Hill Becca Cosmetics palette, and mine's a little dirty because I've been using it like every day. So these are the shades that we're working with here. So right now I'm gonna use Amaretto. So you say it right? Amaretto. I'm gonna take Amaretto and I'm gonna use that a little bit as my contour. And it's pretty warm for a contour, so I don't want to go crazy with it. I'm gonna use my 134 brush from Make It Forever. It's huge. I mean, seriously, look at the size of this thing. I feel ridiculous with this on. Anyway, but this brush is awesome. It was a gift from a friend, and I think she did a great job. What I love about this brush is it's not super flat and it's fluffy. So when I place my pigment on my face, I can blend it so fast, so easy. It's wonderful with clients. Really carry it into my hairline so I've got a nice glow. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this Style Driven eyeshadow. Okay, I already put a little bit on. Let's do a little bit more. I can honestly say this is not my favorite part of putting on makeup. Under eye stuff. Now I like to connect that color for your under eye all the way to the shadow out here. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with this dome brush that I've got, but I'm going to hold it a little bit flatter. Okay, it takes a little bit of skill. Takes a little bit of skill to get that on. Alright, so no surprise here. I'm using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. Right on the lash line. Go to the edge of my eye here. And pull up if my stick doesn't play me. See that dragging? Okay. Okay. Okay, the liner is on. So now it's time to move on to mascara and lashes. Subtle difference. I'm gonna do a pretty strong highlight, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy with my cheeks. So I'm gonna go back in with that same color that I contoured, and I'm gonna take this angled brush. And I'm gonna give myself a little more color a little higher up, but it's gonna be a little more diffused than where I contoured it. Isn't that interesting? It's so brown in the palette because I use that center color right here. But it gives us a really pretty kind of bronzy glow to it. Okay, so the lip color that I want to use today, I'm gonna start with this lip liner. So I want it to have a pretty crisp line. And it's in Natural. It's by NYX, Natural. I'm using the Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. All right, last but not least, highlight. So I'm gonna mix the two. This is a Champagne Pop and this is Prosecco Pop. And this one obviously is a lot more gold, this one's a lot more peach, but I think the combinations is really pretty. And I'm kind of going for a little bit of both on this look right now. So I combine a little bit of the two. So pretty. Push it down just a little bit. Lately I've been putting a little bit on the apples of my cheek. Saw Jaclyn do it once and it's like, give it a shot. Alright, a little bit on the tip of my nose. Just a little bit. I'm not one of those people that like to have like lights on the end of my nose. Then a little bit on my upper lip. A little bit right here, but just left over. Alright, so this is the final look. A little bit of glow, a little bit of blue. I hope the blue doesn't intimidate you guys as much as it intimidated me, because honestly I think it turned out really pretty. But to each their own. It was a little scary at first when you're staring at such a bright color. It's like But thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if there's anything you have questions on, or if you'd like to do a different color, or you want to see something more natural. I hope you guys enjoyed my space buns. I've been informed they are called space buns. I love this look. Don't ask, I don't know. I do, I love it. So don't forget to thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel so I can do more of these looks and know I'm on the right path. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks, bye-bye. 1 second. My friend. Wait. Why are you not focusing? Why are you not focus? Ooh-wee. That's blue. That's very blue. Okay. Nobody panic. I had a bad experience. Name that movie.